Hi everyone, I'm Adnan, I'm the property expert in East London, and today we'll be recording a short video with Ibrahim, who's a local Walthamstow resident and who's competing in the European Taekwondo Championships. Walthamstow are co-sponsoring Ibrahim on his journey, and we'll be sharing the video with Ibrahim's thoughts and ambitions, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the video, so keep watching. Hi everyone, and welcome to our local hero video series. I'm with Ibrahim. He's a Walthamstow lad, born and bred in Walthamstow, now living in Redbridge. We're going to be sharing some news and information about his journey to the European Championships. He's been a long time participant in Taekwondo, and we're going to go through his journey and kind of track his progress from today and cover some of the stuff he's already done in the last few years, and hopefully take you guys forward all the way to the championships in November. So Ibrahim, thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
Good, nice to see you. So what we'll do today is we'll kind of cover a little bit about your background, discuss your kind of Taekwondo journey, and hopefully look forward to your championships in November.
Okay.
Great. What's your earliest memory of Taekwondo?
My earliest memory was joining my first class in a club called Hadri Taekwondo in Walthamstow.
Okay.
I was 6, and all I remember was just standing in the back, practicing different techniques, and yeah.
So with Taekwondo, you usually start at the back of the class when you're a beginner. It's just a way for you to kind of understand the journey from being at the back and being a complete novice. And as you progress through the grades, you move forward in class with the experience. And that's how it is decided. It's not decided on your age. It's decided just exactly on your ability. And that's one of the things that's quite unique about Taekwondo. So moving on from there, what's kind of the next memory you have of your Taekwondo journey?
The next big memory I had was going to the club competition in 2009.
Okay.
I remember winning silver, and yeah, that's it.
And how was it competing in your first competition? How did that journey develop?
My first competition, I was very nervous.
Okay.
Because it was my first competition. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how it would work, and yeah. But the journey from the first competition, from the start, it was me just training. I wasn't training a lot. I was just training as a hobby at the time, something to do. I just done my first competition and won silver, and that's it.
So when you had completed your first Hadri Taekwondo competition, how did you see yourself going to? Did you think like, I want to compete more, or were you just kind of seeing how it goes?
I was seeing how it goes. I didn't really expect to go into a lot of competitions.
Okay.
I was just doing it just for the fun of doing Taekwondo.
Okay. And were you keen on doing Taekwondo? Was your dad dragging you along and saying, look, you have to fight and you have to compete and learn Taekwondo?
In the beginning, my dad pushed me to do training, but after our first competition, I started enjoying it because I was getting better and better.
Okay. And then your first national competition was in 2010.
Yes.
In Crawley?
Crawley.
And then how did that go?
I was fighting in 2 different categories. I won gold in both, which after that it gave me an extra push because, oh look, I won 2 golds, I'm this good, I can take it further on in life, I can go to more competitions, win more. So,
and were your brothers competing with you as well?
Yeah, my brother's competing as well.
Okay. So Ibrahim is one of 3, he's one of the triplets, is quite unique in that sense by itself, and all 3 of them practice Taekwondo, and you know it's a nice thing to have where you've got your brothers there and you're all competing, and do you sometimes fight against each other too?
In sparring, yeah.
But not in competitions?
I've fought my brother Elias twice.
Okay.
In competitions.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who won?
I remember him winning both of them.
Okay, that's fine. So having competed from kind of 2009 onwards, you were doing really well, went to lots of competitions, and then you had your first major disappointment in 2011. What happened?
So we went to my first international in Sweden.
Okay.
I didn't do too well. I got disqualified in the first round.
Okay.
Because for children, what we were doing, we weren't allowed to do headshots.
Okay.
And I caught the guy with a headshot, really bad headshot.
Okay.
And I got disqualified.
Okay. And that's one of the tenets of Taekwondo, isn't it? You have to have that self-control.
Yeah, self-control.
So you have to show that when you're competing in the heat of the moment. Sometimes it's easy to just kind of get dragged along and just do what comes naturally, but as you know, being a Taekwondo practitioner, you know that having self-control is really important, and maybe that's one of the key lessons you took away from that incident. I'm sure there's certain sacrifices you have to make. So what are the things that you kind of miss out on as a young teenager?
One sacrifice is that I don't get to play as much video games, but also I would like to go out with friends, but closer to competitions, I have to train more. And if it's like playing football with friends, I can't go in case I get injured or something like that happens.
One of those things that a lot of Taekwondo players and coaches always say, you get more injured from football than you do from doing Taekwondo.
Yeah.
And that's something quite different, and sometimes it's a bit funny, but I guess you have to look after your body and make sure you're in the best shape. When you've been preparing for 2 or 3 months leading up to a competition, you don't want to take a chance and end up putting all that work to waste.
Yeah.
So moving on into 2012, which was obviously London Olympics, it was quite a big year for Taekwondo. We had our local competitors, people who've grown up in the local area, such as Lieutenant Mohammed, who's a Walthamstow resident. He was competing for GB in Stratford, again, a local borough. And that was quite a big year for you too, wasn't it? What happened that year?
Well, 2012 was a big year for Taekwondo in general, because it was one of the first years that Taekwondo was in the Olympics.
Okay.
But for me, the first things that happened was I went to the trials to get into the GB team.
Okay.
Fortunately, I didn't qualify on the first attempt, but then I just knuckled down, started training more. I was doing more competitions. I did well at nationals. I got bronze in Berlin.
Okay.
So after that, I got called up again, invitational, saying I've been doing well, so I just hopped back on the team.
Okay. And at home, did you find it was different training to training at Hadri or anywhere else you trained before?
Yeah, at home you have to motivate yourself. You don't have an instructor there to push you, and you only had my brothers to spar with, to train it as well.
Yeah, and because you guys are different size, then sometimes it's not always that easy.
Yeah, it's not always easy.
Yeah, but you kind of made it work.
Yeah.
And then what does your dad? Does he have to push you guys to train, or you guys just self-motivate?
He pushed us to train early on in the years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As you continued your development, 2013 brought on some big changes, and one of the first things that happened was you switched club from Hadri to Gurumu.
Yeah, I moved to Gurumu Taekwondo because one, it was closer, but the more important reason was there was more sparring partners, and the coach at the time, he was a GB coach, so he was a coach for the cadets and GB. Okay. So we could develop quicker again.
And he could give you the feedback every day and say, actually, you're doing this in class, and if you want to, be competing at international competitions, this is the way you should look at your development. Okay. So your next major disappointment was a couple of years later when you were deselected from Team GB. So what happened there?
Well, in 2016, I moved from cadets to juniors.
Okay.
And GB deselected me because I wasn't physically capable of handling juniors, because it's a different ball game as well.
Okay.
And there are people there that are like 2-3 years older than you, a lot stronger than you, juniors, and have more experience.
Even though they're the same weight category,
you
they still have those differentiation.
Yeah.
And you won obviously a bronze medal in Austria, and that gave you the push then to get back into the GB fold. And then that happened when, in 2017?
Yeah, in 2017. Well, after I won silver in January in Germany, which is a world ranking tournament, GB selected me to fight for them in the European Championships in November.
Okay.
But I got selected in August, so training started now. Yeah.
So as you approach the competition, it's only about 8-9 weeks away. What are your expectations? Have you set yourself any goals, any targets for yourself?
My ultimate goal is to win the competition, but I'm visualizing myself now, before training, after training, having a gold medal, winning the rounds, winning the fights, because it helps when you in training, helps to motivate you that, oh look, I'm going to win gold, so I'm pushing myself now to get the gold medal in the future.
That's all for today. Thank you, Ibrahim, for coming down. We appreciate you taking time out and sharing your thoughts and some of your ambitions, and giving us an insight into your journey to the European Championships. We'll be producing a video series, monitoring Ibrahim's development over the next couple of months. So there'll be a video released probably in September, at the end of September, one in October before he goes away to the Championships. and then hopefully at the championships too. So do follow us on YouTube and keep a track of Ibrahim's progress. If you've liked the video, make sure you do give us your comments, any feedback, that we really appreciate it, and we thank you for watching.
I'd like to thank Adnan and his team at Walthamstow for inviting us down and meeting Ibrahim. Also, more importantly, learning about what Taekwondo is and where he is, but also in helping him with his funding to go to the European Championships, which is a great financial help from Waltham Estates for us. Adnan, I've known for many years in the estate agency business. He's a very professional guy. Also, the fact that I was born in Walthamstow myself, I can rely on Adnan for all my property advice. I rely on him on various issues, call him 24 hours a day, he'll be on the end of the phone. He's a great guy, and I'm glad that I've come down to meet him today and met his team and brought Ibrahim down.
To help Ibrahim on his journey, he's going to be raffling a signed Lutelo Mohammed training top. It's a great prize and it will go a long way to helping Ibrahim with his journey. So do buy some tickets, contact us for details, or we can pass you on to Ibrahim and you can speak to him directly to purchase some more tickets. Thank you.